I don't even know the hacker, but it's like a hacker. Um, Tell us more stories about Bobby Shmurda. Yo, you know, you know who I gotta get on stream? I'm gonna get Rowdy Rebel on stream. He told me some jail stories. He called me from jail. I ain't gonna lie, man. Y'all know I be telling y'all I'm in the PNA, the Pussy Nigga Association. It's for a reason. Man, after you told me some jail stories, I'm like, jail is not for me, man. Listen, I know some of y'all claim y'all killers, this, that, and third. But I ain't gonna lie, man. I like a cozy, big-ass crib. I'm a little bougie. You know what I mean? I'm a little bougie. Now, I'm not too bougie, but I'm a little bougie, man. He was telling me shit that I was like, huh? I still gotta ask about, remember I told you, Roddy Rebel said when they got locked up at Quad, this is December 17th, 2014, he said he'd been to jail so many times, he knew what it was. So he said he grabbed like the biggest bag of weed and like put it in his ass. Like, that's already tripping me out. But okay, again, this I guess is jail protocol. He says he makes it down there. He sees Bobby. They dap it up. They link up. And he says he takes the bag of weed out of his ass. And he says him and Bobby Shmurda smoked the weed for like 2 weeks. They say they didn't care about getting locked up for 2 weeks until the high wore off. And they said, what the fuck? Why we in here? But still, the most amazing part of the story is not that Rowdy had this bag of weed up his ass for that extended amount of time. The most craziest part of the story is how the fuck did Bobby Shmurda make fire in jail? That nigga should be in the history books. That's like Guinness World Record. Yo, if I put one of you niggas right now on a deserted island and you don't have a lighter, how the fuck you gonna make fire? Bobby Shmurda did that in jail. Come on, dog. Come on, bruh. Bobby Shmurda is a fucking magician. That nigga threw his hat up in the air, never came back. That nigga was in jail. Motherfucking jail, bruh. Nigga, in jail is based, you know how like some people make their homes childproof? Jails is like suicide proof. So they don't want nothing that you could hurt yourself or other people. This motherfucker with his 2 bare hands made fire. That's historic. That's historic. How the fuck did that? I'm still wondering. I'm like, yo. And then also, I don't smoke, by the way. So, it's ain't on me. The weed that they were smoking that was up Roddy Rebel's ass, was that shit more potent after it was up? They said it was hot for 2 weeks. He ain't even realize he was locked up, brother. He was hot for 2 weeks. He said after 2 weeks, they started calling their lawyers like, yo, get us the fuck on out of here, man. But anyway, I'm not judging these men. Listen, especially, you know, I'm cool with 6ix9ine, so I've seen both sides. And, you know, I appreciate the Rowdy Rebel because Roddy told me, yo, Roddy told, like, again, if you're a fan of 6ix9ine, you can say different situations. 6ix9ine had people who was kidnapping him, fucking the baby mom, whatever the case is. But like Roddy, one of the things he told me, he said, yo, Act. He said, when I got locked up and they showed me like the indictment form, and I looked down every name of everybody I got locked up with, he said, I breathed a huge sigh of relief. I said, why? He said, I knew all these niggas since they were 6 or 7. He says, these niggas are as solid as they come. He says, I know not one of my guys is going to flip. I think that's honorable. I'm not saying I'm not a criminal, so I can't tell niggas to do crime. But, shit, if you, like, all this street code shit, I would assume the street code works when you're Bobby Shmurda and Rowdy Rebel and GS9. You get me? The street code gets a little iffy when one of the niggas y'all done kidnapped, shot, fucked his baby mama. Like, you know what I mean? Now, niggas is thinking, well, these my niggas or what? But in that situation, Rowdy was super happy. He said, all of these niggas I knew from day one. He said, I had no doubt in my mind. And even then, like, he was telling me, again, we're going to have this conversation on camera. He's like, yo, I was telling Bobby, you got a bigger career than me. Get out in 3 or 4. Don't take no extra time. He said Bobby didn't even blink. Bobby said, no, we all coming out at the same time. And by the way, it's very unfortunate Bobby didn't get to come out this time. Roddy Rebel got released on 85% time served, which is the Fed. They require you to spend a certain amount of time in there. They're claiming that Bobby was up in there stabbing niggas and doing a couple things, which, I mean. So he's going to have to spend his whole time in there, so he's going to get out next year. And 85%, coincidentally, of 7 years is 6 years. So that's why he got out pretty much almost to the day, 6 years later. Bobby's going to stay the whole 7 years, What I got planned for the New Year's, I don't know, man. I see Drake and Turks and Caicos. Like, should I go out the country? Somebody said Rowdy wasn't in the feds. Oh, yeah, you're right. Actually, you're right. It wasn't the feds. I'm sorry. Yeah, those were state charges. My bad. But there were still, like, RICO charges. Yeah, it was weird how they're... Like, most people who get tied up in that, it's like Fed charges. But it was New York State that brought charges on GS9. Interesting. What are y'all doing for you know what I mean? If y'all haven't tapped in with the New Jersey scene, y'all gotta check him out. There's a couple other people, but like as Top 5 would say, that's the Crody. You feel me? Me and him, we were throwing parties back in the early 2010s. You feel me? So I'm glad to see where he's doing and what he's doing. And by the way, I think he got a beautiful new baby. So, congrats to him. Somebody said Top 5. Yeah, New Jersey in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, Notorious Dre, you flew your first... Yo, Dre, you got to come on stream and explain to me what happened when you flew your first girl out. Please. I feel like I could give a master class on flying girls out. You know what I mean? I could tell you what could go right, go wrong, tell you what not to do. Dre, why are you flying girls out, though? You at a college. No, hold on. Something ain't right about this story. When you're in college, there's too much pussy on campus. Why are you flying chicks out?